I always say another pearl crushed, another diamond shattered. It's interesting how we can spend our whole lives building. Even on a firm foundation, sometimes they just don't work out. I've learned that when groups of people gather against you, regardless of what the reason is, it can be very difficult to stand as one. It can be very difficult to stand at all. But I've done my best, and I'm going to continue to do my best. I find it very unfortunate that I was chosen out of so many to slander, to demean, to degrade, to lie on in such a way and manipulate in such a way that it causes irreparable damage. And the fact that there are people who take pride in being responsible for orchestrating that sickens me beyond measure. As I mature and grow older in life, I find that people can be completely different than they appear. Family ain't family the way that it should be. And unity only counts when there's money involved. My mentality of being my brother's keeper is translated for them as being their sister's reaper. Painting the illusion, painting the picture that the way that I see life and the way that I was raised is somehow some outdated theory that people should ignore as they move forward. Making an example out of good people, out of healthy boundaries and quality principles. Making it seem as if being a decent person can get you nothing but poverty and foolishness. When in reality, that's what we all should strive for. But instead of that being the example, the work hard and get what you need and and succeed and win in life, all you have to do is affirm it. All you have to do is believe it. All you have to do is speak it into existence and do the work. The fact that there are people who have gathered together in order to prove me wrong, just so that they can say, oh, your theory is full of shit. Just so they can win in the dark and exploit my theory in the open. I just find it really sad, that hate for good people can be so strong that you would destroy an entire world and the worlds of many others with a smile on your face. Unfortunately, though, the days are very short for the wicked. And usually, what's done in the dark always comes to the light. But I think in my case, it's been pre-orchestrated that even when things come to the light in my world, that the only people who are there to hear it are those who work in darkness. So, not only did they clone Tyrone, but they also controlled Tyrone, or at least the environment. I'm definitely an us. And I love that we have such creativity to where we can create these pieces of art, cinematic art at that, to let people know what some of our truths are, so that at the very least, the story is still told. It's a way of honoring some of the dark woes that we've been forced to live with, some of the dresses that we've had to wear, some of the burdens that we've had to bear. And yet we still smile and we still rise. If you only knew how many black birds I've seen around my environment killed to symbolize this black bird that's been caged but still sings. If you only knew the truth that rings, the joy that some feel at the very thought that I might cry. And God forbid I do cry. God forbid I cry because of the abuse that I've overcome. God forbid I cry because of all of what I've had to endure growing up, in addition to my foremothers and forefathers. God forbid I cry because of the fact that we're bringing children into this world and it is so wicked and so dark and so cold. Yet strangely, there's still an inkling of joy left in there, y'all. That's that joy that I won't let nobody take. It's that little bit of hope that you keep at the core of your being when everything around you is effed up and the only thing you can do is hope. Just do the work and hope. While everyone onlooks and they laugh and they mock you and hope that you fail and watch you slip and watch you fall and taunt you at every single step of the way. Calling your inner strength weakness. Calling your ability to stand on your own weakness. Calling your ability to acknowledge and speak up about your own truths is considered weakness. Ironic that I've only been able to identify with the strong. I've never resonated with any other story outside of any warrior's story. People who speak up, people who speak out, people who lead, people who love, togetherness, unity, community. These are the qualities that I've always resonated with growing up. Weakness has never been one of them, even though we all have them. It's just a human thing. But what I'm going through is wrong. And I think everybody knows that. And I'm grateful that I'm able to sit here and speak on the fact that I know, that you know, that we know, that the world knows. You're wrong.